Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jandrow. The sunshine and milder temperatures didn't last long. It's chilly and rainy outside. So what can we expect for the weekend? Let's get a first look at our local forecast for more.
Hey there, good evening to you. I'm meteorologist Pamela Gardner. We had a beautiful, mild day today. It was a little bit breezy, but that wind from the southwest helped to boost our temps. And then the rain came in and the showers have already moved out, but we will continue to see falling temperatures for the rest of the night and a gusty west wind helping to usher in the drier air, but also the cooler temps. We're clearing by 9 o'clock, 33 degrees, and 11 o'clock, much colder, 30, but we don't stop there with those lows. We fall to 24 degrees in Worcester, 25 degrees in Fitchburg, and the wind from the west will actually make it feel like near 10 degrees thanks to the wind chill factor. Tomorrow afternoon, we're in the 40s, a little bit cooler compared to what we had today, but it's also going to be breezy, so it will feel a few degrees colder than 45 degrees in Worcester. At least we have some sunshine for Saturday, but with our split weekend, changes move in for Sunday. A chance for rain and a coastal low passing to our south as the active weather pattern continues. I'll show you all the numbers coming up in your 10-day.
Hundreds are expected to be in downtown Worcester tonight for a concert to raise money for the children of fallen Worcester Fire Lieutenant Jason Menard. A popular band with ties to the city is taking to the stage for the occasion. Our Valerie Bell joins us from the Beer Garden now. Valerie.
Yeah, Cam, it's a very great event. Dropkick Murphys is here, and it's for a great cause because all the proceeds are going to benefit Lieutenant Menard's family. Now, you can hear behind me the bagpipes are playing, the fire department is here, and it's all to honor that great cause. You can see people are lining up for this sold-out concert, and people are even gathering on the streets to get in on the action and to be able to help out. Now, today I caught up with some of the organizers of the event to hear how they made that all possible. It's the biggest show in the city, and the Beer Garden is working to make it a success. A Dropkick Murphys concert is raising money for the family of Worcester Fire Lieutenant Jason Menard.
Our community is our backbone, and if we don't have the community, we have nothing. And I think it's incumbent upon most business leaders to be able to take part and support community people.
The concert is sold out. All the band's ticket sales are going to the Menard family. The Beer Garden partnered with Greg Hill Foundation, the fire department, and other community sponsors in order to make the fundraiser happen.
Donating our space, our employees' time, and being able to orchestrate this event has been absolutely wonderful and the best thing we've been able to do for our business.
There will be a tent outside where they will also be collecting donations. 100% of the proceeds are going to the Menard family.
I think if we can take the financial burden off of their plate of having to move forward so they can focus on their family, that is a huge goal of ours.
Organizers are also expecting a big crowd from surrounding businesses in the area of people who aren't attending the concert.
I expect to see a lot of people celebrating the life of Lieutenant Menard, but also really coming together to support the Menard family during this tragic time.
Anticipating a big crowd, Worcester police are increasing patrols in the area.
We just want to have officers there and make people feel safe, keep trouble from breaking out before it happens.
Police say they will do whatever they can to help make sure tonight's fundraiser goes smoothly.
We suffered a tremendous tragedy in the community lately, and this is something that, of course, we want it to go well, and we want to do what we can to support our brothers and sisters in the fire department.
And it's especially great because the Dropkick Murphys are going to be playing a song dedicated to Lieutenant Menard and his family. There's also a tent set up outside where people can make monetary donations as well. And again, 100% of the proceeds tonight go to benefit Lieutenant Menard's family. We're in Worcester. Valerie Bell, Worcester News Tonight.
The Northbridge Fire Department is asking the town to support building them a new station. Their buildings are getting older, and the department says there's not much they can do to fix them. Our Olivia Lemon joins us in the studio now. She has more. Olivia?
Cam, the proposed new location meets criteria for first responders to reach people within an 8-minute response time. The new location will also be able to include training facilities.
This is the proposed site for a new fire station in Northbridge. The department's chief says it's more central than its current location on Main Street.
An ambulance comes out of here, it takes up to 10 minutes to get across town. Whereas if we put it in more of a central location, we can cut that time down. And time is lives, really.
The department also has an unmanned station on Providence Road. Both were built more than 60 years ago, and Chief David White says they're beyond repair.
The structural problems in the building, the concrete, the standing water that we have around here. The other station has a big settling problem in the back when showing, get cracks in the walls and stuff like that.
The town presented the proposed site and an update on the feasibility study to residents.
It's been overdue for a long time.
One of the things I like about the plans is the location of it, and where it's going to be is perfect centralized for the town. And yeah, firefighters are very important for the town, and they need a nice new station.
Chief White says the town has never built a fire station. Both stations were once part of former mills before they were given to the town.
The mills are no longer here, and this will be the first time that they actually have to build a fire station. And the time has come that we've waited and waited. We just can't wait any longer. It's getting to the point where it's getting critical.
Now, a final report is set to be presented in January. It will include more on the design and an estimated cost. In the studio, Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
The demolition of a historic home in Worcester is put on hold at least for a few more weeks. The Worcester Historical Commission considered plans to demolish the David Richards house Thursday night. The commission asked for more information and continued the hearing to December 12th. The property owners want to take the house down. They say it's an eyesore and a public safety issue. Preservation Worcester wants to save the house and says it's one of the last of its kind. It dates back to the late 1700s and is on the organization's most endangered structures list. A Hardwick family is saying thank you to a state trooper who helped them after a serious car accident. A post on social media helped lead to a happy reunion today. Our Matt Rustino has the story.
The Sullivan family reunites with the state trooper who helped them in a time of need.
He went above and beyond just training and handling an accident.
Trooper Giuseppe Ciampa was on his way home from training when he saw Jamie Sullivan's car crashed into a telephone pole on Old Turnpike Road in Oakham. Trooper Ciampa pulled over and started treating Sullivan's daughter Danny, who was bleeding from the head.
Just by talking to her, keeping her focused, having a conversation with her, and just trying to keep her stable, because you don't know at that point. That was a pretty bad crash.
Trooper Ciampa stayed with the family until the ambulance came. Sullivan says his presence helped calm her down.
I was panicking, but because he was able to take command and handle the situation for me, I was able to control myself and be able to help my daughter as well.
The police report didn't list Trooper Ciampa by name, so in the days following the crash, Sullivan turned to social media to try and find him and say thank you. Sullivan posted on Facebook asking for help identifying the trooper. Through comments and shares, they were able to connect.
Appreciation was my main goal. So, and then, we just got to this point. But, yeah, so to get this far was great.
The Sullivans presented Trooper Ciampa with a hand-painted wooden plaque to say thank you.
This is touching. I love this. This will go right on my wall. My kids will love this too.
In Framingham, Matt Rustino, Worcester News Tonight.
The Massachusetts State Police add 2 men wanted for attempted murder to their list of most wanted fugitives. 37-year-old Jesse Ouellette is wanted for 2 counts of armed assault with intent to murder. He allegedly shot a man in the stomach outside of the S&A market in Worcester back in April. A bystander was also struck by a stray bullet. Both victims survived. The second man, 40-year-old Saeed Ali, is wanted for attempted murder, aggravated assault, and battery and vehicular offenses. Police say he allegedly ran down a victim with a car. The incident happened in July outside of a Savers store in West Springfield. Anyone who has any information on their whereabouts is urged to call 911. The Worcester County Sheriff's Office is doing their part ahead of the holidays. They spent the last 2 days working on a food drive. Today, they and their partners were collecting donations at Stop and Shop. Sheriff Lou Evangelitis says they plan to collect 80,000 pounds of food. The sheriff says the community is generous and the people of Worcester always provide a helping hand, especially around the holidays.
The guy came by, really wonderful man, came by and gave a turkey just to say to people he wants people to be able to have the same type of Thanksgiving he's going to have with his family. And that's what it's about. This is about Worcester County looking out for each other and helping each other so we get to enjoy the holidays with our families.
The donations will be given to about 1,000 people next week before Thanksgiving. A life-changing event as families take part in National Adoption Day. And for one family, this isn't the first time they've participated. Our Anna Botari has more.
The Curry family is growing. Friday, they finalized the adoption of their sons Logan and Noah. In 2017, Lena and Casey Curry adopted their son Joey. Earlier this year, his biological brothers became available for adoption and without hesitation stepped up again.
We ultimately decided that keeping the brothers together was what we wanted to do, and we wanted to sort of take that next leap. You know, there's these moments where all three of them, you can just see how connected they are, and you can see how much they depend on each other, and they're each other's person and each other's friend, and that's really what makes it worth it to keep them together.
Caring for 3 boys under 5 comes with its challenges, but the Currys say they learn more every day.
Well, what we say is that we are by no means superhero parents. We didn't know or expect to have 3 children, and we just learned a little bit about it day at a time. We took tiny little leaps of faith every time we added a boy and every time they hit a new milestone.
National Adoption Day ceremonies took place across the state Friday. The Currys were one of many families at the Worcester courthouse adopting children. Children's Friend works to recruit families for kids who need homes. Director of Adoption, Veronica Listerud, says they've seen an increase in the number of kids into the system, but a decrease in the amount of families adopting.
There's such a dire need for adopted families for these kids. We're not looking for super parents. We just want parents who want children. We're there to support. We provide education about the issues that kids might face. So it's a doable process, and we've seen amazing results when kids get stability.
The Currys encourage anyone who's interested in adoption to ask. They say they're looking forward to seeing their family grow together.
We've been told that once they're older, it will all be worth it because they will be each other's best friend. And so we're, obviously hoping for that too.
Anna Botari, Worcester News Tonight.
A Central Mass brewery has plans to sell hard cider at a farm in Woodstock, Connecticut. Treehouse Brewing Company appeared in front of the Woodstock Planning and Zoning Commission this week. Residents seem to have mixed feelings about the business. Some say it will bring revenue to the town, while neighbors are worried about an increase in traffic. The brewery bought a 94-acre farm in Woodstock and planted 1,200 fruit trees. Treehouse plans to ferment the fruit to be used in their beers and also plans to sell food and hard cider.